What are the odds of this working? Maybe, just maybe, we have a stream. Let's see. It says I have an excellent connection. Maybe, just maybe, we can play around in the lab. Cheers, guys. It kind of looks like we're live. Alright, so be it. I'm just gonna move this camera a little bit, maybe. I did a little bit of a different streaming setup for you guys. How about this? I think, hey, wide view? Cool. And then we have overhead. And my audio should be much, much better. So I have a microphone right here now. This is just a podcasting mic that I had gotten from Amazon with an Amazon credit some time ago. And it should be a lot better than the C920s I was using for the audio. But I guess we'll find out. You let me know if anybody comes into the chat. Throw a comment and let me know how it works. But this is for later today. Check this out. This is a new toy. I'm upgrading. Yep. Here we go. I remember this. This is where our webcam loses its brains on this mat. It hates this mat, but it's fine with this one. The firmware in that webcam. So I got this to replace my Mavic Air. This is the DJI Mini too. So basically I can sell the Mavic Air for just shy of what this costs. It's basically a trade up for almost no money. And this is now running OcuSync 2 instead of Wi-Fi connection. 4K camera, pretty much the same all the way around as my Mavic, except under 250 grams, which is pretty cool, and the OcuSync 2, which is solid connection up 10 kilometers is no problem on them, which is going to be pretty cool. Whereas the Wi-Fi connection on my Mavic Air kind of sucks. So yeah, we'll give it a go and see how it works out. But with any luck, should work. I got a package in from PCBWay, and I wanted to crack it open and see what we got. But I'm just gonna see if I can crack the webcam settings real quick here. I didn't notice that I didn't lock the webcam, so let's lock the white balance there. Your watcher, thanks David. Cheers. Hopefully the audio and the video are coming across well enough. With any luck, we'll find out. You let me know. Alright, awesome. Let's see. I kind of know what's in here because PCBWay queued me up, but I wanted to do a video one way or another, and I thought, well, a live stream might be kind of fun. So for anybody watching, you guys probably have seen me cover PCBWay in my videos many times, little commercials. So they sponsor the channel. They help me out with PCBs and monetary compensation. But I work with them not because I have to, but because I want to. And this is an example of one thing that really stands out about them. They don't use the word gift. They use the word blessings when they send something out, and they truly mean it. Although they sent this out probably in hopes that I was going to do exactly what I'm doing here and showing it on a video, they also truly mean it with the most positive of intentions when they send something out as a gift or as a blessing. They really do treat us like family in a lot of ways, and I really appreciate that, and that's why I really like working with them. The quality of their product is just amazing, so there's that. But I like the other things about them too. Hey, cheers, Armando. Ha! You weren't first, Armando. Ha! I threw you off with this odd time of day of this broadcast. Cheers. So what'd they send us? We got some PCB circuit boards, rulers, I should say. These are super handy. I love these things. I have them. I have a stockpile up here, and I reach up and grab them in my new laser cut junk box, and I reach up and grab these all the time. So maybe what we'll do is maybe we'll do a giveaway at some point. So I think I can ship these fairly cheap, at least in North America. But I got a place to sign it. This awesome ruler belongs to. But on here they also have wire gauge and then pin pitch for all different IC packages. Trace width. This is really handy for identifying a trace width. For me, I'm a fly-by-night circuit board designer, so sometimes I like to look at an existing microcontroller board to determine what I should be using for trace size and stuff. Like, here we go. Here's a Pro D1 Mini Pro, and I'll look at the trace size on that to determine, like, can I get away with that small? And of course I can on some of this stuff. But yeah, pretty cool. So they are all the same? Yes, they are all the same, just different colors. I like the red. I really like the red. Yeah, I like that. Alright, so we got some stickers. But this is the Christmassy part. Individual anti-static bags. These are pretty cool. So previously I had this kind of cool PCB from them that they sent in a previous order for their 6-year celebration. Trust me, I'm a PCBWayer. That's kind of neat. But these are a little bit more functional, perhaps. But Elaine at PCBWay has treated me so well. Anytime we've had any trouble with anything, we've been able to work it out, no problem. Just like you would expect from any company you want to work with and want to purchase things from. And, I order my PCBs, my sponsored ones, same as what you would order them. I use their web interface. I do the order exactly as anyone off the street would do. And that way, and in fact, the entire order process, they don't know that when I order PCBs, like the ResQ PCBs, they don't know that they're sending PCBs to a sponsored YouTube channel. They don't know that they're not going to just any person off the street. No one sees my information and knows it's me, and they wouldn't know it by my name. Only Elaine would. So I have a pretty good idea of what their off the street customer service is like, and they're just awesome. They've been nothing but the best. But so we got nifty little gingerbread man with all the blinkins, and then need some more batteries. Good thing I got a whole package of these. I ordered a bunch of them for projects that I never did make. I always wanted to make some badges, but I'm just not that into making badges like some people are. I just can't get into it. But I would like to do some like small wearable stuff at some point. Oh, this one's got it on both sides. This one's got all kinds of blinkies. Different fade patterns. Oh, neat. That's actually pretty cool. These will go on my Christmas tree if the wife will let me. We'll see. She's funny that way. She likes electronic stuff one minute and the next she might not. But these I kind of think they're going to be well received. There we go. Let's see if we can turn the light down. Can we do... Let's do... No. Can we do this? No. I'm not even going to try. My webcam does not want to play nice with my settings. Yeah, I think we'll just leave those alone. But yeah, that's pretty fun. Thank you, PCBWay, for sending me my Christmas ornament goodies. I really appreciate that. Like, I really do. That's really nice of them. So, good to work with sponsors that spoil you once in a while with some blinky lights. Why not? I'm really partial to this tree. I don't know why. Oh no! Did one? Nope, didn't go out. Is it a loose connection, or is it just blinking? It's just slightly behind the other. It's a little different fade pattern. Cool. Yeah, right on. Well, I think you want to solder a couple of things and then call it a day. Do some, and then I can review and see whether the stream quality actually worked or not. Yeah, let's solder up a couple of rescue boards. I think I'm running quite low. Methinks. Can we leave all the blinking lights going? Yeah, we can have blinkies all over the bench. Let me know if you've got an idea what to do with these rulers too. I'm starting to get quite a stockpile. People, I think they might be fun to give away. I'll have to look and see. Canada Post is funny. Our postage rates are kind of nuts, but if I go to like larger stuff, sometimes it's surprisingly cheap. It's like the rescue kits actually are pretty reasonable for shipping them around. Yeah, I'm down to 2 rescue boards. So what do we say? Should we do 6 more? So what needs to go on them is the surface mount resistor. It's just a pull-up for the SPI on the for the SD card reader. And this has an extra bit of flashing. I'll get rid of that. But this pull-up right here, it's just a 10K pull-up, and I'm soldering those and the antenna connection for the ESP8266. I'm pre-soldering that for people too, for these kits. Can you buy those from PCBWay? I think so. I think you can buy those rulers right from them. I don't know, actually. That's a good question. I would imagine they have them so that you can order them. If you can't, they should. I should ask Elaine about that, because honestly, if you were doing panels or whatever, I'm assuming these are a full length of a 10 centimeter panel. That's a big assumption. No, these are actually 15.5. So I guess you kind of couldn't get them on a standard board. Is this bug standard? Yeah, just shy. So there must have been one that I took off of there, off the 10 centimeter. I guess you would have to pay a premium to get these. Is they're bigger than the standard panel. Interesting. Never thought of that. Anyway, I got some extras. We could do the things. Okay. Just because it's easier for people to see, I think we'll solder under the microscope. And, oh yeah, I need to double up. I am going to use my 3D printed thingamabobbers here. These are super cool. They take SMD component ribbons and dispense them. It's just on Thingiverse. I think I did a video on this. I think I covered it in a video. The problem is my solder paste is horribly ancient and gone very viscous, so this may kick and fight us a little bit. But what I want to just grab a quick little bit of dust kind of B-roll. Oh yeah, hold I just put this SD card back in here. I just transferred a bunch of footage to the main PC upstairs. So that's recording. The footage I have of this is incredibly, well, bad. The B-roll I had of when I made this, I just checked it out. Lock there. And then if we pull on this, it should dispense 1 resistor. 2 resistor. Very cool. I love that. It's the simple things for simple minds, right? Alright, that is the coverage I need. Go back out. I know you can't hardly see that. Ooh. Let's get you somewhere where you can see a little bit better. And then we'll go under the microscope here. Alright, then you can see a lot better, I hope. So how's everybody making out with the Christmas season and the virus fun? I hope everybody's doing well. We're about to go into lockdown here for another month on Boxing Day, so that'll be interesting. I think I've got everything I need for me and my family to weather the storm, but I guess we'll see. Oh man, that's gone so goopy. I think I'm gonna have to pick it off the end of the tweezers. Alright, that's enough B-roll. Let's bring you in where you can see. Yeah, this paste is gone so thick I can hardly depress the plunger, which is why I grabbed the flux too. I don't know whether I'm gonna be able to use this at all. Have I got any more? I think I have some out in the fridge. This is even worse than I remember. How about lead free? How about a little container of lead free that's been hanging around? This has never been opened though. It might be interesting. Maker paste. Not open yet. What do I do to get in the end of it? That's entirely not a tube until you get up past it. Yeah, until you get way up to there. Ooh. That's open now, but she ain't moving. Okay, I can see the paste down in there, and it is well and truly stuck. Have you tried poking it? Yeah. I can stab into the paste, but she's not coming out. Holy smokes, that's thick. Alright, well. Back to the poopy one. Ding ding. Let's try putting a big gob on each, and then we'll split it up. Am I even on camera? Yeah, kind of, sort of. You'll be able to see better under the microscope. That should be okay. if we make sure there's just not enough on there to bridge the silk screen, not silk screen, the solder mask will do its job. Yeah, it'll be alright. And then you can rework it. Alright, let's go into the microscope where you can see a lot better. Oh. Alright. We don't need the sticky, as this is a big enough board. Alright. So, I know it's ugly as sin, but it's okay. SMD is quite forgiving. So, except that I already lost one of the resistors. Have I got... No, I don't have a second camera on. Let's see. Is this the one that you're looking at? Yep. This guy right there. Yeah. Although it looks horrible, because it is, it'll be okay. It will be okay. Some of that off. Yeah, I think for next live stream we'll go out to the fridge and see if we can find a little bit better paste. But for the sake of example, let's just reflow one and see how it goes. Not even up to temperature yet. Hold on, Eric. Got some runaways. It's funny that stuff thins out so well with the heat, but not so much until then. A few runaway blobs there that we got to deal with, but yeah, that's fine. It'll be fine. Yeah, we'll clean all that up. Okay, let's set the rest on. Seeing as how we know that that's going to go okay. Switch to the other camera. And you can see what I'm up to. There's a little better angle for you. Yeah, I think it's time that I just go online and order some new paste. I was trying to figure out last live stream how old that stuff is, and I have lost track, but I know it's old. Very, very old. I'd say at least 5 years. So, yeah, that's okay. Not so bad to have it fail after 5 years. Not so bad. So what I'm thinking is to try and do a few live streams during the Christmas break a little bit. I've got a few days off, so I thought it might be fun to hang out with you guys, but we'll see if I can. Hey Gary, cheers. Good to see you. Yeah, it's a funny... I'm streaming at a funny time. It's not really convenient for anyone, but the content isn't exactly the greatest, so I figured if anybody wants to stop in and say hi, well, we'll hang out for a minute and then we'll see how we make out with this stuff. Alright. Let's flow back under the microscope. Yeah, it's nice to, well, I needed a day off to just chill out, so I thought, well, it'd be a fun day to play with some stuff. My own camera, yeah, kinda. I would like to upgrade this microscope camera to a little bit better one at some point. It's on my list. Come on, get back. But unfortunately, I got more important things to spend money on these days. Come on, get under there. Refill. There. Good enough. Ouch, hot board. Don't touch with fingies. This one's got miles too much solder, but we'll see if we can get rid of it in a safe place here. Well, I'm not going to try and clean that up. We'll just deal with it where it ends up. It'll turn into some balls. Come on. Just touch that with the iron to get that excess off of there, but good enough. Good enough. Come on, back on camera. You can do it. That one's not so great. Got, there they go. You sit down. No tombstone. Good enough. I have one more. Yes, one more. And more. Goo. Excellent. Let that cool and we'll be away. We'll get those little errant ones out of there. No problem. Look at that. And so that's what we're left with when you zoom right in. and get a better look at it. Not so bad, eh? Not bad for not the best solder paste. This is the one that's got that big lumpy bump on it, but I'll clean that up. This one's got a big lumpy bump too. I'll have to clean up a couple of them. I think we definitely get ourselves a new syringe out. See if we have better luck. This one's got some dingleberries. Done. They just get stuck there in the flux. And they're not bonded to anything, but you gotta get rid of them, otherwise if there's enough of them they'll bridge the gap and they'll make our 10K a 0K. But yeah, good flux, a good solder paste won't do that. Or it won't do that as much, I should say. It's okay. It's fine. Just touch up that a couple of them and they'll be okay. Make them all nice and pretty. Clean them up with some alcohol. The other thing I noticed is with age the flux tends to get a little bit more resilient too, a little bit harder to remove, which is not great, but not a big deal. Nothing that a little bit of elbow grease won't deal with. Right on. Yeah, it does look a little better with cleanup. Not perfect, but I'm gonna remember the scale that we're looking at here is pretty small, and they're just pull-ups, so they don't need to be bloody perfect under the microscope. They just have to function. We don't want any of them dingleberries flying around, but there's no other tiny surface mount stuff on here, so even if one of those solder balls was to end up loose, it's not going to bridge anything like it would in, say, like a MacBook repair or something where things are way more critical. This board is all 1/10 of an inch through hole headers near it and just a handful of connections on the board. There it is. That flux is well and truly baked on there on this one. That's okay. I'll keep that board for myself. Yeah, I'll keep that one for me. One of the drawbacks of white solder mask, eh? But yeah, they look pretty good. Snap. Snip. Wonderful. All set. I love how these boards are as well from PCBWay. So this whole bloody video is PCBWay made possible and supported by and directly supplied by. These boards are just wonderful. These are the ones that I let them panelize themselves. The first ones I used Brian Locke's video on panelization and that open source tool that I think he maybe discovered somewhere or supports or whatever. Anyway, it was from GitHub, and it did everything with like mouse bites and these V-Groove ones that I just said go ahead to PCBWay, and they said they came back with one question. I don't remember what it was, and I said, well, you should get 6 out of each board. Is it 6 out of each board? No. There's the... That doesn't sound right. My head's broken today. Yeah, it's 6. Should get 6 out of a 10 by 10, and then there's some spare, some excess on the 10 by 10. And they said, yep, we'll panelize them, and I didn't even ask what method they were using or anything. I just waited till they showed up, and this is a wonderful way that they did it, and it's just awesome. These just snap right off and easy to work with, nice and clean. Check that out. Just really nice clean edge. really happy with. I love their boards. Like, again, I can't say enough. I'm not a big PCB manufacturer like Sion or Brian or the others who are into doing kits and stuff all the time. I'm just a fly-by-nighter, but I'm quite content with the results. Now, what I'll do with these, what I've done before is, because some of these are going to go out in a kit, we'll just throw the meter on and just make sure that we do have, these should be from, these go from here to power, I believe. 10K, so perfect. Bang on that one. Can you see that on camera? Yeah, not bad. And then we'll go from here to here. And it's not even necessary. I run these boards without the 10K pull-up on the SPI, no problem. But I did have one board that had intermittent problems. I think it was actually the SD card reader. Sorry, you can't see the meter. Am I going to be able to make it so you can see the meter? There. So I'm just measuring. I think it was the SD card reader itself was just a little different than the rest, and it was a little persnickety. And when I put my scope on the SPI, it was really dirty. There was ringing all over the place, which was a little weird. And I never scoped it after. I just installed a pull-up resistor, and the problem was solved. So I decided to include a pull-up on all the manufactured ones from then on, and no more issues. So there we go. All of those measure out just fine. 10K on our pull-up, and they're all set to go into kits. And the kits are on my store, linked below, if anyone's interested in one. I just sent another one there last week to Colorado, and it arrived yesterday. So super happy about that, to have some rescues out in the wild and get some feedback and nerd out over DIY rescue equipment with other people. Just make me happy. But yeah, there we go. We're all set. I think that's it for today. Thanks for coming by and hanging out. And yeah, I don't know why that didn't work out. It actually, well, I guess we could slice it open. It's still soft. But why? Nothing will come out of that. Nothing. And when I stuck this pin down in there, it's really thick. Okay, I can feel it now. It's really thick, but it comes out totally clean, which is interesting. I guess it's stainless steel, so I guess now there is no hope of ever using that. Adafruit, but 2016 810. I don't think there'll be warranty on that. I think we're beyond the expected life. But it's sealed. You would think it would still work, but before I give up, somebody will be screaming. Remove cap, cut desired opening, start small, then heat pads, blah 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 blah. Oh, did I get some in the tip there now? Did it come down further? I can see it. Yeah, you can get some out. It is thick. Really thick. Yeah, that's really dry. That can't be right. It must have changed. There's no way. That's like dried out modeling clay. Anyway, who wanted to use lead free anyway? Not me. I don't even remember why I bought it. Must have had some use plan, but we'll stick with the other stuff. Anyway, time to raid the fridge and get some fresh stuff. And yeah, I don't know. There's no dates on this. It's pretty old though. I would say this, yeah, I'd say this is 5 years anyway old, so it did okay. It's still serviceable. It's just not easy to work with. Cheers, Gary. Cheers, everyone. Good to have you stop by. That was a lot of fun. See you next video. Cheers.